Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome on back. So today's look is all about the CoverGirl TruBlend Matte Made Foundation, and I believe I've said too much because that spoiled the surprise, but if you read the description, anyway, you know what? If you're interested in my review of this foundation, y'all just keep on watching. So my skin has been prepped and primed, so it's ready to go. And I also did some color correcting because I'm not using any concealer today because I want the sole star of the show to be the foundation. So let's jump into it. So I'm using the CoverGirl TruBlend Matte Made Foundation. It is a comfort matte finish and oil-free formula. I'm an oily skin gal. Comfort matte, matte finish, oil free, those are all music to my ears. So I'm excited to try this. I'm so excited to try this. I'm in the color T60, which is also warm sun. So we about to see if CoverGirl really about that life. All right, so I'm just gonna take a few pumps on my hand. I'm just gonna do 2 pumps, it looks like it'll do. And then with a damp beauty sponge, I'm just gonna tap it in. Because I don't know how this foundation works yet, I am just going to use a sponge instead of a brush. And I damped the sponge. Did I already say I damped the sponge? Because I did. With primer water though, not with actual water. I feel like primer water actually is way better than regular water. I don't know why, but I like the finish of all of my foundations when I just damp my beauty sponge, beauty blender, whatever I'm using with my primer water and use the foundation. I like the finish. All right, so far so good. It's actually blending in with my skin really, really well. I like it. And it actually fits my skin. It's like skin. It's literally my color, which that does not happen all the time. I usually have to mix and mingle a couple of foundations together to get my actual shade, or have to use extra bronzer. But this right here, I actually, CoverGirl, y'all might actually be winning with this one. And I did not, now remember, I just color corrected, so I'm not gonna be using any concealer. And just look at that. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Amazing. Hashtag amazing. Hashtag drugstore. So with 2 more pumps, I'm just gonna go onto the left side of my face. And I will say, I'm probably using way too much, but I don't care. I really like to see what new products can do. So I go extra, okay? Go big or go home. And then I have a couple of blemishes because I didn't clean and then change my sheets like I usually do, like every 4 days. And my pillows actually told off on me, so have to do a little extra coverage right here to cover up those acne scars. Just a little bit more for good luck, especially on my forehead and on my T-zone. Okay. Now we are cooking with gas. Now we are cooking with gas. Ooh. Do y'all see this? Look. Drugstore. All right, moving right along. So to set everything in place, I'm just gonna be taking my DermaBlend. If y'all have oily skin, like, y'all need to definitely get up on the DermaBlend loose setting powder. Between DermaBlend and Patrick's powder, like, let's just say oily skin is winning this summer. So if you have oily skin, definitely DermaBlend is probably your best bet. So I'm just going to take same beauty sponge with a little primer water and literally just set everywhere where I get oily. And I'm literally patting it in. I'm not baking because I'm not really a fan of baking unless I'm doing a really complex look and I put my foundation on before my actual eye makeup look, then I'll do that. But for the most part, I try not to set because, I mean, you don't want all that creasing and cake looking makeup because, I mean, it just doesn't look cute. And then that cake turns into like oil and it just slicks off your face during the day and then it starts to spread. I just don't bake. Moral of the story, I just don't bake. All right, and then a little bit over here just to absorb whatever oil might try to creep up throughout the day. Not today, say 10. Okay? All right, and then a little bit on my chin because I've noticed over the past couple of weeks since it has really been like for real hot, this just, it just separates like during the day and it's just not cute. I've been smiling a lot these days, so I've been having to go a little extra on my little smile lines. I guess it's because it's this time of year. This is like my favorite time of year. What can I say? I'm definitely a summer baby. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit just for a little bit. Gonna do such a simple, I mean, it's so simple because today is all about the foundation. It's not about the eyes, nothing at all. So, just gonna wait just a little bit. You know, I might need to check the score of the game, but I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back and I'm just going to just kind of dust away the extra. And I must say, like, I don't see like any creasing under my eyes. I don't see any weird, you know, allergic reactions because my skin is super sensitive. It's sensitive and it's oily, so I have to always be careful of what I try because I can wake up one morning looking like Finding Nemo. Like, that's how bad my allergic reactions are sometimes. So my mom has pictures, trust me on it. But no creasing, no extra nothing. I mean, I really do like the finish of the foundation. It does dry matte, so kudos to CoverGirl. Y'all were a woman of your word. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and just take my pure 4-in-1 pressed mineral powder in the color Golden Dark. Y'all, I told y'all from jump that I need like something else to try because this is like my holy grail. All right, so I stepped off camera and I went on ahead and threw on some lashes and red lips just so I can complete the look because I told y'all earlier that the star of the show is the foundation. So let's talk about it. One of the things that I do love about this foundation, it is true to its name. It is a TruBlend Matte Made foundation. What that means is when I was blending earlier, it blended in so perfectly to my skin. It's almost like it's skin. Like, and I enjoy that. And it's Drugstore, mind you. This is Drugstore. And then I do have a matte finish. I can do this. You know, I wouldn't actually do this like in real life, but I don't see any creasing. I don't see any pulling away of the foundation. Of course, I set my face with a little powder. I didn't bake, I just set a little bit. And then I also use setting spray like everybody else will use in their makeup routine when they're finished with their look. And I do enjoy the finish. This looks like skin, right? I am, how can I say this? Drugstore brands are really giving higher end foundations a run for their money because I compare this CoverGirl new foundation to the Maybelline 24 Hour Superstay foundation. Both seem to blend correctly into my skin, melt into my skin. It looks like skin, it looks natural, and it's Drugstore. So kudos to CoverGirl for definitely extending the olive branch and making sure that you do have a foundation for the oily skin people, and making sure that we have some colors to play with as well. I forgot how many shades they do have. I just know I was color matched for mine and I picked up mine, so I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I was selfish and didn't think to get all the specifications. I'll do better next time. But in the end, I really do enjoy this foundation. If you're looking for a drugstore foundation, if you are balling on a budget, if you're, you know, doing beauty on a budget, this is definitely a foundation that you want to try. I do believe that CoverGirl is coming out with a whole new line of primers, concealers, all of that. So be on the lookout for that, because they are definitely coming for some of your higher end brands with their affordability, blendability, and just how it looks on your skin. Like, you couldn't tell me if somebody walked up to me and was like, hey, you know, what foundation is that? I'd be like, CoverGirl. What are you talking about, CoverGirl? It's not Lancome or nothing? No, honey, it is CoverGirl. All right, I digress. If you like the video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I don't know what else to say to you other than be like Nike and just do it. Like, that's all I got for y'all. That's all I got. And then also make sure that you're checking in with me on my other social media platforms. We're kind of lit over there too. So, you know, go on over there and check it out for yourself. And yeah, you know, that's all the time that your girl has today. So remember, until my next upload, the kindness does not cost you a thing, but your attitude will cost you everything. So until next time, remember to be kind and be you.